I was at this game. There was a ton. I was actually surprised for a team that's doing so badly. A ton of Galaxy fans that made the trip. And, of course, we're commiserating in the bar before the game and then after the game as well. And it's a lot of great teams that have fallen on difficult times. But you know what, Herc? I feel a lot more optimistic as a DC United fan than I think Galaxy fans should. At least there's hope, right? Both teams are spending big. At least DC United right now is getting something for their expenditures.
Yeah, and it's the hope that kills you, right?
In DC, we haven't had hope in a long time, so I'll take some of that.
Yeah, and I say this with all due respect, but this is the Galaxy. It wasn't one of the best teams. It was the bar. I mean, how many times have you heard throughout the years in Major League Soccer's existence that they bend the rules for the Galaxy? They get away with things at the Galaxy. You're no longer that club because you have allowed that to happen. You're not seen as the cream of the crop in Major League Soccer. Now, you saw the graphic. Can it get worse? They're about to play in probably in an hour against LAFC, an LAFC team that rested players midweek with all eyes on this game. It can get worse.
Yes.
Because you're putting all your eggs in this basket that's the Open Cup basket, and I agree, you should. But you're going up against a team that's a very good team in your city that I said about 4 years ago was taking over and you should be careful of. And people within that organization were angry that I said that. And now people in that organization are angry to the extent that they're doing silly things online.
Say it. They unfollowed you on Twitter. Say it, and you were hurt about it.
No, it's not even hurt because honestly, I just don't get what they're trying to get out of this. Like, nothing good is going to come out of this. And there are a lot of very good people at the LA Galaxy. We've said it here on this show. The way that the Galaxy treat us when it comes to player relations, more teams should be like them. The way that the Galaxy treat their ex-alumni, trust me, I am an alumni to a lot of teams. More teams should be like that. They're one of the few teams with history. Now, what does hurt, and I try to be as unbiased as possible when I cover the game, but what does hurt is the first game I ever went to go watch was the LA Galaxy in 1996 versus Columbus Crew at the Rose Bowl. My first experience as a professional. The first time I ever played in First Division was with the LA Galaxy. I made $860 a month to live in California gross, okay? By the time 2005 came around, I was making about $1,250 a month to live in California in 2005, and I was the happiest individual because I got to play for the LA Galaxy. Somewhere along the lines, Landon Donovan, Jovan Karofsky, a bunch of different players went to Gold Cup with their nations to play. A player or two got injured, and I got to play with the LA Galaxy. I played half a tournament, scored a bunch of goals, won an MVP for the Galaxy as a developmental player. These things don't happen anymore. As a developmental player, and we won 2 tournaments, the MLS Cup, and we also won the US Open Cup. I became, in a drop of a hat, an important figure for a club that I used to cheer for, a club that I valued, that gave me my introduction to professional game. And it feels like everything that I knew about the LA Galaxy is no longer there. The values of this club, the traditions of this club, the way and how it meant to the city of Los Angeles is slipping away. And it seems the only ones who understand this are the fans. And not only that, it's one thing to be bad on the field, but now you're going to be bad off the field and not accept it, not take accountability. And not only will they be bad on the field, but they're going to continue to be bad because they can't make any moves. You know why they can't make any moves? Because they were also bad at cheating. They got caught with that. So it goes from bad to worse, and it puts me in a situation where I feel bad for what the organization once was, but I have to be honest with who I am and with who they are today.
Did they follow you back on Twitter at least?
I believe so.
Okay, all right.